Close your eyes and let yourself be immersed in the misty and mysterious atmosphere of 12th century England. In the small village of Woolpit, early in the morning as farmers made their way to their fields, they encountered something completely unexpected. This event would astonish not just the village of Woolpit, but all of England. 2 children, yes, just 2 children. But these children were very different from the others. A girl and a boy with green skin, dressed in strange clothes. So, who were these children? Where did they come from? And why were they green? In 12th century England, in the region of Suffolk, there was the village of Woolpit. This village got its name from the wolf pits that surrounded it, as wolves were a significant threat in medieval England, and these traps were quite common. One day during harvest season, as the villagers were working in the fields, a farmer noticed something remarkable. Near the edge of a pit stood 2 children. These children had an unusual appearance. Their skin was green, they wore strange clothes, and their eyes were filled with fear. The villagers immediately took these children to the village. The children drew the attention of the villagers, but the villagers couldn't understand what language they were speaking. The children could only communicate with each other and refuse the food offered by the villagers. They would only eat raw beans and nothing else. Over time, the children began to adapt to village life. They gradually started to eat the villagers' food, and during this process, their green skin began to return to a normal color. The villagers helped the children regain their health and showed them care and affection. However, during this time, the young boy became ill and passed away. The surviving girl began to learn the villagers' language. Once she was able to communicate, she told them where she and her brother had come from. She said they came from a place called St. Martin's Land, a place where the sun never shone, and it was always twilight. Everyone who lived there had green skin. When the girl explained how she and her brother had arrived in Woolpit, the story became even more mysterious. She said that one day, while tending their sheep, they entered a cave and, after walking for a long time, found themselves in Woolpit. How this transition occurred remained a great mystery. The girl continued to live in Woolpit and eventually married a local man. Although there are no further details about her life in the village, the people of Woolpit accepted her and took care of her. This event quickly spread and became widely discussed throughout England. Historians, priests, and the public began to develop theories about the origins of these mysterious children. The Green Children of Woolpit gradually became a legend, and even today, this story continues to captivate many people. Many people have suggested that the Green Children came from another world, perhaps a parallel universe. According to this theory, the children and their described St. Martin's Land existed in a different reality from our universe. There, the perception of light and time was different, which could explain the children's green skin and unusual language. Supporters of this theory propose that the children transitioned to Woolpit through a cave. This cave might have functioned as a portal between 2 worlds. While this theory cannot be supported by scientific evidence, it is one of the most popular theories that emphasizes the mystery and fantastical nature of the story. Another popular theory is that the children were immigrants from Flanders. In the 12th century, there were many immigrants from Flanders in England, and this theory could explain the children's different language and unusual clothes. Flanders encompassed parts of modern-day Belgium and the Netherlands. Due to wars and political turmoil in that region at the time, many people were forced to migrate to England. These children might have been separated from their family and gotten lost in a forest near Woolpit. Their green skin could have been due to malnutrition and iron deficiency. Some historians and scientists suggest that the children might have suffered from a medical condition. Chlorosis, or green sickness, can cause a greenish skin tint due to iron deficiency anemia. This theory explains that the children had green skin due to malnutrition, which returned to normal once they started receiving regular nutrition in the village. Another theory is that this story is entirely a legend. In medieval England, many legends and tales circulated among the people. The story of the Green Children might be one of these kinds of legends. The villagers might have created such stories to make sense of mysterious events in their lives. Finally, some researchers suggest that the Green Children might have been survivors of a lost civilization. According to this theory, the children were members of an unknown civilization, and their green skin was a genetic trait related to the living conditions of that civilization. This theory also explains their unusual clothes and language. This lost civilization might have been located in a place known as St. Martin's Land, isolated from our world. This theory aligns with other stories about mysterious disappearances and unknown cultures in prehistoric times. In conclusion, the story of the Green Children of Woolpit is open to many different theories and interpretations. Regardless of which theory you believe, this story remains one of the greatest mysteries in history. To better understand the story of the Green Children, it is important to consider the historical context of the period in which these events took place. This period followed the Norman conquest of 1066, a time of significant changes in England. The Norman conquest radically altered England's social and political structure. The Normans brought not only their military power to England, but also their culture, language, and administrative systems. During this period, much of England was ruled by Norman nobility, which had a significant impact on the local Saxon population. The Norman lords imposed strict control over the local people, leading to social tensions. In 12th century England, the feudal system was dominant. In this system, landowners or lords expected loyalty and service from the peasants in exchange for the right to work the land. Peasants paid heavy taxes and were obliged to serve their lords. Life for the peasants was harsh and filled with uncertainty. In small villages like Woolpit, villagers primarily made their living through agriculture. The harvest season was the busiest and most critical time of the year for the villagers. The discovery of the Green Children during this busy harvest season caught the villagers' attention and led to the rapid spread of their story. The 12th century was also a period shaped by the influence of different cultures and migrations. England was influenced by various communities, including the Normans, Saxons, and Vikings. Additionally, immigrants from regions like Flanders enriched England's cultural fabric. Immigrants from Flanders came to England seeking a new life. However, language differences and cultural adaptation issues made it difficult for these immigrants to be understood by the local population. In this context, the Green Children speaking a different language and wearing unusual clothes led to speculation about their origins. In medieval England, legends and folk tales were an important part of society. People turned to legends and fairy tales to make sense of unknown and mysterious events. Supernatural beings, fairies, and wizards were common characters in stories widely believed and told among the people. The story of the Green Children might also be part of such legends and beliefs. During that time, stories about supernatural beings reflected the fears and curiosity of society. The green-skinned children might have been seen by the villagers as a sign of a supernatural event. The story of the Green Children has continued to have an impact not only in medieval England, but also in modern culture. This legend has inspired many artists, writers, and filmmakers. The story has been featured in various novels, paintings, and even theatre plays. Today, the village of Woolpit has become a place of interest for tourists, thanks to the story of the Green Children. Every year, many people visit the village to experience this mysterious tale firsthand. The Green Children of Woolpit remain a legend that has fueled human imagination and curiosity for centuries. Historical facts, medical explanations, and folk beliefs have not been enough to fully unravel this mystery. Were the Green Children real, or was this just a fairy tale? What do you think? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like it and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.